What's going on YouTube? Thanks for tuning into the channel. It's your boy Devin Coates. This is day 12, 48 days with the 48 laws. Link is in the description below where you can pick up a copy of the book. That's the way you're going to get the best value out of these if you're reading along. Bear with me. I'm still a little bit sick. So law number 12 is use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Judgment. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. A timely gift, a Trojan horse, will serve the same purpose. So the story that he really puts in this, I actually think was like not the best one. So I'll just kind of like, this will probably be a shorter one. I'm just going to kind of briefly just go over the main points. And it's just that like in psychology of like people, that when you give them a gift or do something nice for them, or you're very honest, it especially from the get-go, it kind of clouds their perception of you. So if they just view you as honest and a stand-up guy from the beginning, you have to do a lot of bad things in the end for that to change. And it also kind of sparks a childlike position within them, because like getting gifts and that kind of like emotional response you get when you're like receive a gift, it's kind of like brings you back to when you're like a kid. And he uses a lot of examples of like Trojan horse with Greece, and when they had like a 10-year battle, and they were trying to get the city, they were trying to defeat Troy, and basically for 10 years is pretty much was at a standstill, a bunch of people dying, and then they decide to build a wooden horse and give it as a gift, hide soldiers in it, bring it inside the castle, and then they defeated them very quickly. So one gift equaled the same as 10 years of fighting and effort. He also, I mean, I like the Chinese reference. I guess there's a saying in Chinese that, you know, you give before you take. And it seemed like, I guess there was a very long string of war battles that were kind of done where they would give a gift before they basically attacked the city. And one story he gives in particular in the Keys to Power was that there was this one, I think his name was like Chiang, and he basically wanted to take over the city of Hu, or the army of Hu or whatever. And he didn't tell anybody about his plan. And what he does is he marries his daughter to the son or the king of Hu, and then he goes to like his ministers and he's like, "What city should we invade?" And one of the ministers is like, "The city of Hu." And he goes, "How are we going to do that? They're a sister country." And he actually has that minister that said that executed for saying like crazy stuff. So he was actually executed. The leader of Who actually got wind of this move and the fact that he married his daughter off to his son. He never prepared any defenses, and then Chiang actually goes and takes over and he conquers their city, and he never relinquishes it. So, I mean, that's really what this whole chapter is about, is just selective generosity and honesty. So if you are pegged as an honest person, you can kind of use that as a smokescreen. Now, the reversal was that if people know you as like a con man and like a con artist, you're trying to appear honest is going to actually raise their suspicions more. So actually being honest about your dishonesty, or like kind of being dishonest in such a heavy amount, would kind of become its own smokescreen, because people can never tell when you're actually lying, when you're playing around and things like that. And they actually kind of appreciate the fact that you're so honest about your dishonesty. But the real main point of the whole chapter is that if you do something that's very honest from the get-go, that makes you look like a stand-up person, it's very hard to shake that that frame for other people, and you'll be able to maneuver behind the scenes because they view you how they took you on your first impression, and it's hard for them to overtake that initial impression. So that's it for this one. Hopefully I'm feeling a little bit better tomorrow. I'm going to be putting up some more videos. I know I've been pretty much just putting up these ones, but I got a lot that are kind of in the tank. So it's your boy Devin Coates. You can pick up a copy of this book in the link in the description below. Until next time, peace out. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you like the shorter explanations better. And until next time, peace out.